Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. It is Game 7 of the World Series. Somebody's going home with the trophy tonight and we're going to do it on our own field, although we've won 1 out of 3 of the games. I guess the good news is we won the last one. Maybe we've got some momentum. But, yeah, heck of a way to spend Halloween. This is it one way or the other. You can see our regular lineup out there. So we go through stretches like this. This is not totally out of character, but we have not scored many runs in this whole series. Not that Houston set the world on fire either, but we've especially, I think, not scored well. Jonathan is going to start this Game 7. I said, certainly wasn't really planned by me. It's just kind of how things worked out. Here's Hunter Pence to start off this game, and he will start it off looking at a strike. Slider did not make it back over the plate. That pitch up and out. Pence with a 2-1 count. And he will hit this palm ball into right field to lead off the game with a base hit. Here's Carlos Gomez. Starts off with a strike on an elevated slider. Stays high with the fastball, but that one a bit too high. Uh-oh, we got a... I don't know if that's... call that a wild pitch or a passed ball, but either way, the Astros now with the runner on scoring position with nobody out. Gomez with a 2-2 count, though. And he will go down looking. That is a good strikeout, but definitely not out of the water yet. Here's Joe Mauer, who has been very solid all series long. And he, I thought, we turned it into a double play. Oh my goodness, I did not see that coming. Ball hit back up the middle. Joey able to get it to second to tag out the runner, and Kester still had enough time to get it to first to get an inning-ending double play. That is the sort of thing you want to see in Game 7, at least if you're a Squirrels fan. John Lester on the mound for the Astros. Kester at the plate, looks at ball 1. Oh, swings at a bad curveball. This fastball a bit outside. It should be 3-0, but instead it's 2-1. This will get into center field for a base hit, so both leadoff hitters on point today. So far, anyway. Here's Marvin. He will bat right-handed and look at strike 1. Ground ball. That'll get through the left side of the infield. Squirrels put their first 2 runners on, and here is Chief, who did not have a good game yesterday. But it would really be nice if he could come up with a hit right here. That's not going to do it. They go to third, and that will be the only out the Astros get. Still 2 on. Here's Terry. 1 away now. Terry will look at a strike. Curveball drifts outside. Outside again, makes it 2-1. Ground ball to first. Berkman will step on the bag, and that again will be the only out the Astros get. So here's Frank with 2 runners on. As mentioned, he has been better as of late. He's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat, though. Pops this one foul. Mauer can't catch up to it. Frank with a little bit of life left. Fouls this one away a little more authoritatively. Lays off that one. It's outside. Makes it 1-2. That's going to be a base hit into left center. That's going to score 2 runs. Frank on his way to second. A 2 RBI double here in the first inning. And that is something we have not been doing in this series at all. Tom with the runner still in scoring position with 2 outs. Hits this one. Is that going to get down? No, Carlos Lee has that one. But the Squirrels plate 2 to start the game. We go to the second inning where Carlos Lee is going to lead things off. First pitch from Jonathan. Slider in there for a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Ground ball, that will get through the middle for a leadoff single. So the Astros put runners on base in each of the first 2 innings to start off, well, okay, I said that terribly. They lead off with hits in each of the first 2 innings. That's a better way to say it. Ty Wigginton has an 0-2 count. And he will go down swinging on a palm ball. Here's Lance Berkman. He really has not had a good series. He got hits in his first 2 at-bats and has been a non-factor since. Which I'm sure has got to be disappointing. He's got a 1-2 count in this at-bat. And, you know, as soon as you talk crap about somebody, that's when they come up with a hit. Lee going on to third, and he will get there safely. So the Astros with runners on the corners, 1 out, and Miguel Tejada looks at strike 1. Oh, and this one gets away. Doesn't get far enough away to score a run, thankfully. It does move up the runner, so I think we're going to say that's 2 wild pitches for Jonathan. This throw is going home, and it is in plenty of time. Honestly, that's bad base running. Lee did not have to go. And, yeah, Joey with more than enough arm. That just a poor decision there, but that works out in our favor. Astros still with 2 on and 2 out. Kaz Matsui has a 1-1 count. Here's a called strike on a high fastball. Palm ball ground towards second, and actually they're going to tag the runner out, and that will end the inning. So 3 hits apiece for the teams, but 2 runs for the Squirrels. Zach is going to start things off in the bottom half of the second. That fastball is too far inside. Changeup not particularly close. That one is in the zone. 2-1. Pulled foul. That'll make it 2-2. Called strike 3. Here is Joey. Fresh off of cutting down Carlos Lee at home. Honestly, if he just would have taken a couple steps and frozen, the Astros probably would have had bases loaded. Joey comes up with a base hit, though, and that will bring Jonathan to the plate. Hitless for October, though that's not what he's in there to do. Looks at strike 1. Well, you know, Stitch he knocked in the only run of the game yesterday, so maybe I shouldn't take my pitcher so lightly. Ground ball back to Lester. He will get the out at second. No throw to first. So here is Kester. Got a base hit in his first at bat. Runner on first with 2 outs. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Fouls this one back. Still 0-2. This fastball a bit low. Fly ball into shallow right, although they were playing shallow, and actually Matsui's the one that ends up with the catch rather than Pence. So we go to the third. Squirrels still leading 2-0, and John Lester is going to lead it off.
Number 31, John Lester.
Lester hitting .250 for the playoffs, although if I remember right, he came into this series somehow with an average. Don't really know how that worked over in the American League side. But I do think he got a hit against us, too, so. He grounds out to second and did make it a little bit interesting. It was a bit of a swinging bunt. Here's Hunter Pence. Got a base hit in his first at-bat before getting back-picked at second. He was put in a bad spot. I don't think he necessarily did anything wrong. It was just unfortunate for the Astros. He's got a 1-2 count in this at bat. That's not going to work. That's the second. And that's the second out of the inning. Excuse me. Carlos Gomez looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. All right, we go to the bottom of the third. Still a 2-0 Squirrels lead. Marvin's going to lead it off for Indy. Marvin also got a base hit in his first at bat. He would come around to score. Has a 1-1 count in this at bat. And that one didn't make it back in there. Swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Outside, we've got a full count. And Marvin draws a walk. Leadoff walk at that. Chief hit a ground ball in his first at bat. Ground ball to third. Wigginton to second. No throw on to first. One down. Here is Terry. Gets this is going to stay fair. It sure will. It's going to roll down into the left field corner. Carlos Lee gets it back in. That's going to put runners on second and third for Frank, a position he was just in the first inning, and he came through for us. Only one out this time. He's got an 0-2 count. Lester able to get the strikeout here, so now it's up to Tom if we want to get those insurance runs in. That curveball stayed outside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. Here's a called strike. Swing and a miss, strike three. Squirrels have two runners in scoring position, but fail to cash in, but they are still leading 2-0. Joe Mauer is going to start things off in the fourth for Houston.
Number 7, Joe Mauer.
And Jonathan starts him off with a fastball inside. Palm ball's outside, 2-0. There's a called strike. Little pop-up, and Tom is going to get there in foul ground. One away. Here's Carlos Lee.
Carlos Lee.
Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Up the middle, that'll be another base hit. His base running might have cost the Astros a run, but he has gotten on base in both at-bats so far, so you can't say he's not doing his part. Wigginton with a 2-0 count. There's a called strike. Palm ball gets a potential double play ball. Can Joey get it first in time? Oh, no, he didn't. That was the right call. I got ahead of myself. So a runner on first with 2 outs. Lance Berkman got a hit in his first at bat. Has a 1-1 count here. Swings and misses at a slider. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Jonathan is out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still that same 2-0 lead. And Zach is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Zach struck out looking in his first at bat. That pitch goes high. This one down and away. Well, Zach got a pretty good charge into this one. It's going to get over Gomez's head and one-hop the wall. And Zach in there with a leadoff double. There's been a few games since Zach's really hit the ball hard. That one definitely qualifies. So here is Joey. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at a strike. Looks at another strike. Looks at a ball. Hits this one on the ground. Zach gets back to second. Tejada looks him back and then throws to first. I don't think they had time to throw that one. Jonathan looks like he's going to bunt, though that's a pretty decent one. He is tagged out, but it does move the runner, so a successful sacrifice. Brings Kester to the plate with the runner on third. Kester 1 for 2 on the day. And it will not work out there. Line drive to Kaz Matsui to end the inning. So we go to the fifth, still 2-0. Miguel Tejada will lead things off.
Number 10, Miguel Tejada.
First pitch to Tejada is a slider, too low. That curveball misses outside. It's a 2-0 count. There's a called strike on the inner half. Fouled off over by the first base coach, makes it a 2-2 count. This one just misses outside. We've got a full count. Jonathan goes with the palm ball and gets a swing and a miss. One down. Here's Kaz Matsui. Do believe he ground out in his first at bat. Pops this one up foul, and it will just make the wall back there. Tom wasn't going to catch up to it anyway, though. Swings and misses at that pitch to make it 0-2. Swings and misses at a slider for strike 3. Here is Lester in the box, who ground out in his first at bat. Looks at a strike. Grounds this one again to second. Pretty similar, actually, to his first at bat. And that'll end the top of the fifth. 2-0 Squirrels, and they will start off with Marvin in the bottom of the fifth. Marvin has singled and walked so far. And he has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. This is going to short hop. Matsui can't quite get it on the fly, but he gets the out anyway. No problem. Chief is ground out in both at-bats. His playoff average now under 400. Which obviously he still had a very good playoffs, but he has definitely cooled off the last few games. He's got a 2-1 count here. I'm about to sneeze, I think. This one further inside, 3-1. Now a base hit right down the right field line. A 1-out single brings Terry to the plate. Got a double in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Up the middle, but not hit super hard. Hard enough, though, it does get through for another base hit. Frank again comes to the plate with 2 runners on, though this time it's first and second. And looks like he's going to hit into a double play. He sure does for 6-3. So we move into the 6th inning. Still a 2-0 Squirrels lead. Hunter Pence is going to lead it off for Houston.
Number 9, Hunter Pence.
Pence 1 for 2, I do believe, so far. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swings at a fastball down in the dirt. 1 away. Carlos Gomez has struck out in both at-bats so far today. And he'll look at strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Called strike 3. Joe Mauer 0 for 2. That one a little more surprising. So look at strike 1. Swing and a miss will make it 0 and 2. Called strike 3. That completes the top of the 6th, so that will be it for Jonathan. So obviously 4 hits on the day, but no runs, so can't ask for anything more than that. Tom at the plate to open up the bottom of the 6th, and he will look at strike 1. Lester are starting to wipe his brow. I imagine we will see DeRosa if he comes out of the game, or when he comes out of the game. Ground ball to second. Tejada, a bit of a long throw, but he makes it comfortably. 1 away. Zach with a double in his last at bat into deep center. If you want to call it left center, I wouldn't argue with you. He's got a 1-1 count in this at-bat. And that's going to be up the middle for another base hit. Here is Joey. And he will. I was going to hook foul. I thought it was a hit off the bat, but couldn't quite keep it fair. This will be fair, but it'll be right at Berkman. 2 away. We will go get Phil. Who actually has been hot as of late. He's actually been a very good hitter. 1 on, 2 outs, and he will look at strike 1. Oh, wild swing there, 0 and 2. Popped foul. Mauer should have it, and he does. We'll go to the 7th. Carlos Lee is going to lead it off. Squirrels still leading 2-0. We will go get Gonzalez. Oh, come on now. There we go. Gonzalez didn't have a great outing his last time up, but we also asked him to pitch a second inning, which none of our relievers are really that accustomed to doing, other than Zap. Oh, it looks like Lester's got elbow pain, so I doubt we will see him back in the bottom of the 7th. Lee with another base hit up the middle. He's 3 for 3 on the day. And here is, oh, we get a pinch something. Pinch runner, Young. I don't believe we've seen him all series long. He's going to come into pinch run for Carlos Lee. Wigginton looks at strike 1. Check over on first. Probably a good idea. You'd think they would be sending a pinch runner at some point. Swing and a miss will make it 0 and 2. Another swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Here's Lance Berkman. Now batting left-handed. And he's 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at a fastball for a strike. Pops this one up. Gonzalez is going to wait for it. Still standing on the mound. Runner still has not attempted to steal. Here's Tejada. Runner still on first with 2 outs. Change up over for a strike. Cutter gets another pop-up. Kester waiting on it. Makes the play, and that will get us to the 7th inning stretch. Squirrels still ahead 2-0, and Kester will lead off on the other side.
attention, please. Now coming up to pitch for the Astros, number 088, De Rosa. Number 3, Cosmo Matsui. Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Indianapolis, number 17, Hermida. Number 088, De Rosa, pitcher. Number 9, Hunter Pence. Number 6, Frank. Number 10, Tom. Strike. Strike. Number 22, Carlos Gomez. Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Indianapolis, number 13, Shibuya. Number 7, Joe Mauer. Number 0, 50, Great Young, shortstop.